Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Thank you for checking out this video. And I am back with some more beta content here for my Marksman Hunter in the War Within beta. And today I'm going to share with you guys the absolute crazy AoE Mythic Plus build that I've been checking out here on the beta. This will be found down in the description of the video. There'll be the loadout, the string, so that way you guys can try it if you are in the beta currently. And I will have some full Mythic Plus runs out here in the next few days, so I hope you guys will check those out. So I've already got a video up on the channel for just the general side of the tree. I have one over for like a single target build. Well, I guess it's technically not live yet, so I'm still finishing editing that one up. But this is going to be a full AoE build, and this thing is doing absolutely crazy numbers. It includes some of our new options like that. Barrage, believe it or not, pick that shoots rapid fires. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at both sides of the tree. I'll kind of go a little bit quicker than I have been recently. And I hope you guys will check out all those previous videos, and be sure and leave me feedback, leave me comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you are in the beta, let me know how things are going for you, and what you would like to see me play test in the future. Alright, so Sentinel is what I'm going to be running right now. It's just so much better than... It's also kind of busted right now in the beta, if I'm being honest with you. Doing a little bit more damage than it probably should be. So it's better than the Dark Ranger. And the choice nodes in here, this one really doesn't matter, but I've been running with eyes closed, and then also the Crescent Steel. So passive, 8 seconds after using a true shot, you're guaranteed Sentinel abilities, or Sentinel stacks, and then Crescent Steel targets that you damage below 25% or 20% automatically gain those stacks of Sentinel. And of course, Sentinel, whenever you have 3 or higher stacks, you have a chance of, whenever you apply a new Sentinel stack, to trigger an implosion, doing basically 27k arcane damage, and then that gets nutty very quickly. So alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the left side of the tree, then we'll do the right side, and then we'll end the video. So we're going to put a point in Natural Mending and a point in Post Haste. Then a point in Rejuvenating Wind, Hunter's Avoidance, and Improved Kill Shot. These are all usual suspects that we've used in Dragonflight. And then a point in Tar Trap to get down here to my Survival of the Fittest, because it's either Wilderness Medicine or Tar Trap, and I am still not going to run with the pet. So I'm going to have Lone Wolf and the 2 abilities that are going to help me with the pet, or to get value without having the pet out. And then I'm going to put my point in Trank Shot, because this is going to be a Mythic Plus build, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Misdirection, and then Counter Shot, and then Survival of the Fittest, which is going to be one of our main cooldowns defensively, and then we're going to augment that defensive cooldown with an additional charge thanks to Padded Armor. We're going to make that additional charge and base Survival of the Fittest much stronger with Lone Survivor. This is already something that's currently in our tree in Dragonflight. And then one of our few damaging abilities on this side of the tree will be Specialized Arsenal, and this does change based on what spec you're in. And then here I want to get down to Binding Shot, and to do that I need to spend a point in one of these 3 abilities. One of those is Disruptive Rounds, one is No Hard Feelings, but I'm not going to have a pet, so it's not going to be that one, or Scout's Instincts. I see more value in group content than with Disruptive Rounds, so this is actually a better improved Trank Shot. So whether you use Trank Shot or Counter Shot, if you do successfully dispel or interrupt, you get 10 focus. Now I'm going to put my point in Intimidation, Explosive Shot, and Binding Shot. All of those work the exact same way, but thanks to this ability here, which is called Territorial Instincts, we can now cast Intimidation without having a pet. Which is really amazing for us Lone Wolf Marksman Hunters. This is one of my big asks at the beginning of Dragonflight, and I finally got it here in War Within, so things are looking really good for us right now. And in fact, I'm having a ton of fun on the beta right now. So I'm going to put my 1 point in Territorial Instincts. I'm going to put 2 points in Trigger Finger here, and basically this just gives you increased attack speed, which doesn't, it's going to stack with Haste, which is nice since it's not actually Haste. and it doesn't hit diminished returns either. So this is actually doubled thanks to that. This effect is increased by 100% if you don't have an active pet, so you get 10% attack speed instead of 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and skip this, but this could be a flex pick, high explosive trap if you need a knockback there. My goal is obviously to get down here to unnatural causes and death chakram. You're going to run those with every build regardless of single target or AoE, and to get down there we're going to put 1 point in bursting shot. That will finally allow us to have that knockback in our kit. It used to be over on the Marksman Hunter side of the tree back in Dragonflight, and you just never picked it, and you felt bad about it because you wanted that group utility, but you couldn't have access to it. And then you put your point in Camouflage, 1 point in Born to be Wild. Those work exactly the same way as they do currently, and that allows you to get both Death Chakram and Unnatural Causes. Literally, I was talking to Glitch. Like, there is so much value in here. There is no wasted picks. I feel good about every single pick I've made. I've not picked anything yet that I'm like, well, I guess I should pick this because it gets me to the next ability. No, every one of these has value. And I have 6 points left to spend on my tree, and I'm going to go ahead and put 2 points here in Keen Eyesight. Crit strike chance increased by 4%. You're going to see some big value from penetrating shots later on with all the baked in crit we have. We'll talk about that in a second. But we've got 4 points left to spend, and the last ability that's really going to augment our damage is going to be Serrated Tips, where we get 5% more in crit 5% more crit strike from crit strike sources. So to do that, I have to put a point in Trailblazer, which works the same way as it does here in Dragonflight, or Binding Shackles. I'm probably not going to have any of these things attacking me directly, so I'm going to forego Binding Shackles and put Trailblazer in there so I get a little bit of more movement speed when I'm not actively attacking. 1 point in Serrated Tips, and then you do have the option to get Emergency Salve. So I had talked about this in a previous video, or the first part of a previous video that I didn't get uploaded. Yeah, it's a long story. But Emergency Salve is definitely a situational ability that is very useful. So if you're going into Brackenhide Hollow, or you're going into Underrot, things that have diseases or poisons, I think Tierna Scythe has poisons, it'll just help your Feign Death, whenever you use it, will help your healer, because then they can prioritize somebody else because you're going to be able to get rid of all those effects. Probably wouldn't use Turtle on it to just to get rid of them, but if they line up perfectly, I mean, why not? And you have 1 more point left to spend. You have a myriad of options to put that in. You could put that into tar-coated bindings. You could put that into Concussive Shot, Scare Beast if you needed that, or even Scout's Instincts or Entrapment. But for me, I'm going to put that down here into Pathfinding, so I just get that flat 4% movement speed. Speedy Hunter is a happy hunter. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the Marksmanship Hunter side of the tree. So it's going to be your 1 point in Aim Shot, 1 point in Rapid Fire, 1 point in Multi-Shot, because we kind of need that to cleave, right? And let's go ahead and make that cleave with our Trick Shots. And this is something I really wish that Trick Shots work the way Beast Cleave does. It unfortunately does not. That's just going to be a gripe you'll probably hear from me from the end of time. I really wish that it would just, you use Multi-Shot and then it gives you Trick Shots for the next attack, basically, instead of like the 6 seconds or 8 seconds that Beast Mastery gets. And then you're going to put your 1 point in Precise Shots, and then that will just increase the damage of the next Arcane or Multi-Shot by 70% and costs less focus after you cast your Aim Shot. Those are going to be buffed thanks to your tier gear. So over here, your tier set will increase the damage of that, and every time you use that Precise Shot, increases the damage of your next Aim Shot by 10%. Again, pretty nutty. And then on top of all that, with Eagle Talon's True Focus, whenever you use a Chimera Multi-Shot or Arcane Shot during your True Shot, it will shoot the second one at 30% effectiveness. So that essentially will allow you to get both of those Precise Shot procs every single time you use one of them, at least during True Shot, when it's really going to matter most. And so, okay, so we've got our points here. So we're going to put our point in Surging Shots. In Streamline, going to make sure that Rapid Fire is doing more damage, because we're going to have a lot more Rapid Fires thanks to this guy down here. Penetrating Shots is going to be so strong because you're getting critical strike damage equal to 20% of your critical strike chance. Just in the tree alone, you have bonus crit strike from here because of all of the items you have. You're going to have some here because of Keen Eyesight. You're going to have some here because of Bullseye stacking to do the Execute. You're going to have some here here, True Shot thanks to Unerring Vision. There is just so much, heck, even right here with Night Hunter, there is so many options for you to get bonus crit strike chance, which is going to increase that critical strike damage more than the 100% that a crit normally does. All right, so we got 12 points left to get down to, we're already to the middle point of the tree to get down to the bottom. So we're going to put 1 point in Fan the Hammer, 1 point in Careful Aim, and then point in Barrage, I know, crazy, and Rapid Fire Barrage. Because now, Barrage will shoot rapid fires instead, so you want those to shoot more shots. They're already doing more damage thanks to your Surging Shots and your Streamline, and these can hit up to 5 targets. Those other 4 targets are 30% at a 30% effectiveness, but you do get that focus regeneration, and also the cooldown is increased by 1 minute, or by 40 seconds to 1 minute. So it's a 1 minute cooldown, but the thing is a ton of fun. It's a fun ability to hit now, and it's a quality change, and I'm really glad to see Barrage coming back into the fold for me on my Marksman Hunter. From here, I have 8 points left, and we've kind of neglected this side. We kind of need it to get to Salvo. Let's go ahead and fill this in a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put my point in Improved Steady Shot. The reason I'm not going to put a point in Crack Shot is because it only affects Arcane Shot and Chimera Shot. And guess what? The way our build works right now, you use multi-shot in single target as well with this build, because your multi-shot will do 101k thanks to Small Game Hunter, and your Arcane Shot only does 78k. So because of that, you are going to be running with multi-shot and using it even in single target using this build. I foresee that getting a nerf, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. Same way it goes for the Rapid Fire build here, or excuse me, the Barrage build. But I'm going to put my point here in Bullet Storm. That's just going to be doing more damage with those multi-shots. And then you put your point in Master Marksman to give us that bleed. A point in Lock and Load, it's super easy to get to now. It used to be towards the bottom of the tree, so that's a nice quality of life upgrade for us. You put your point in Tactical Reload and a point in Serpent Stalker's Trickery, just like we do currently in Dragonflight, and then 1 point in Volley. That way we just have Volley, and we do want that because that does give us trick shots. You use Volley before you use a True Shot, and then you don't really have to worry about casting those extra multi-shots, and unless, of course, you know, they are precise shot bombs at that point. You have your point in Bullseye, and that opens up the bottom part of our tree. So I am going to be playing a Lone Wolf Marksman Hunter. It did get nerfed by half, but we do get some value out of these couple picks over here. So it's only 5%, but I'm still going to be running with Lone Wolf. This does become a flex pick if you are the Lust for your group, though, so do keep that in mind. And if you do run with a pet, Mastery doesn't get as much value because Mastery doesn't increase the damage of your pet. So I'll put that point in the rhythm, and then let's go ahead and what the heck, let's go ahead and get down here and get to Salvo. So we're going to put our 2 points in Focused Aim, so that means we're going to get bonus damage from our Aim Shot and Rapid Fire. 1 point in Small Game Hunter, which makes multi-shot do more damage than Arcane Shot. I do think this will see a nerf. Unfortunately, maybe they'll let it get live. I don't know. But then Explosive Shot also deals 25% increased damage, which you will run with single target or AoE. And then Salvo, and Salvo works the exact same way as it has in Dragonflight. And then we have 4 points left to spend, so we're going to put a point in True Shot, then Eagle Talon's True Focus, Calling the Shots, and Unerring Vision. Right here, this build is doing crazy damage. I have really enjoyed playing with this one thus far. I'm going to have some keys that I'll be posting here on my channel, hopefully this weekend, or maybe early next week. I'll just have to wait and see if I can get them all taken care of. I've got a ton of IRL stuff going on, but a ton of videos that need to come out, but I need to put them out in the right order. I still have my right side of the tree that I haven't even talked about yet, and it's not live for you guys, and I'm going to probably put this one out first. But this is a crazy build. I'm getting a ton of big damage from it, and it's a ton of fun too. Marksman Hunter, usually it's harder to pick up and play than Beast Mastery, and I think Beast Mastery and Survival, I hear Survival is doing pretty well so far. I haven't tested it, and I probably won't test it, but this build here is fun as heck to play. We have abilities that are back in the fold, like Barrage, that are just a fun button to click, and you also have bonus damage from those multi-shots that are so good good even in single target, are getting boosted thanks to our talents, but then also our tier gear. There's a ton of synergy right now. And on top of that, Sentinel's doing work as well. So let me know what you guys think. Be sure and leave me a comment down below. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/MrEggplant. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see for the beta. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.